Hi, good evening. It's your Lola Amalia once again, and tonight I'm going to talk about or to blog about values because I think and I believe this is a re-examination of what our values are is definitely very much needed today in our society, in the world. It's 11 o'clock in the evening, and I don't like to go to sleep without first doing this blog. So, if you have the time to watch or view this blog, anytime that you have the opportunity, if you are free, then I think at least you can perhaps gain something from this particular blog of this old woman. Let me first ask the following questions, which I thought very important today. The first question is, what are values? Of course, we know very well what values are, but I think there is no harm making me again refresh your minds about what values are. Para naman ako nagtuturo, ano? Para ako nasa classroom. And what are the values that give meaning and fulfillment to our life, to life? How can we bring back the faith of people in each other? Because today, trust is a very elusive word already. Our trust of people definitely is getting smaller and smaller or decreasing. Hindi na kagaya nung unang panahon. Malaki ang tiwala natin sa ating kapwa. Ngayon ay unti-unti na o talagang nagde-deteriorate na. So these are the three questions that I thought very important considering the kind of world we have today. What kind of world do we have today? And I would like to quote Martin Luther King when he said in one of his speeches that our world is a troubled world because the world we live in is torn by strife, immorality, and greed for wealth and power. Kitang-kita naman natin ang nangyayari sa mundo. Lalo na itong greed for wealth and power. What's happening now to the Middle East, the war between Israel and Palestine, the Hamas and Israel. Why is this so? Bakit ba nangyayari ito? And I would like to quote Martin Luther King again when he said, "This is happening because we have lost sight of the moral foundations which are necessary for men to be able to aim for what is good, what is beautiful, and true. Not only for himself, but also for his fellow men." And what are these moral foundations that Martin Luther King mentioned about in this particular quotation, or referring to in this particular quotation? And I would say that Martin Luther King is or was referring to our values. The values that is the values are the bedrock of what is good or bad, what is wrong, what is right, what is moral or immoral. It's the guiding principles of how we live, how we look at things, what we think is good or bad, what is desirable, and what is undesirable. What we deem to be correct and, of course, again, desirable in life, especially regarding our personal conduct. Values are our guide in the choices and decisions we are going to make or we are making, in the directions we are going or we might be taking. And what are these values that I am trying to point out? These values I will zero in on the good, the beautiful, and the true. These are the values that give meaning to life. Good values are shown in the compassion we have for others, our caring for our fellow men, our awareness of our responsibility and obligations as citizens, not only of our nation, but also of the world. Being just, fair, being a faithful steward of the resources given to us by our Lord Almighty, using our power rightly, and having a strong spiritual foundation. These are good values. What about the beautiful? The beautiful values are manifested in the inner joy, which affects our attitude towards our life, our work, our relationship with our fellow men, and of course, our relationship with God. We see beauty in our environment, in the aesthetic works of our fellow men. We feel no envy in our hearts. As to the last of the three values I mentioned earlier, the true. Sri Damnananda, an author of Why Worry, ito ay isang Indian guru, emphasize this third of the three values that I have cited earlier with the following statements. And let me read this to you. From the lessons in life, real victory is never gained by strife. That is true. Success is never achieved by conflict. That is true. Happiness is never experienced through ill feeling. That is true. Peace is never achieved by accumulating more wealth or gaining worldly power. That is true. Peace is gained by letting go of our selfishness, by helping the world with acts of love and peace. All opposing forces are conquered. That is again true. And we can maintain a healthy mind and live a rich and fulfilling life of happiness and contentment. Sana yung mga taong nanggigera, yung mga taong naninira, yung mga taong nabubuhay sa pakikidigma, nabubuhay sa pakikiaway, ma-realize nila na happiness is never achieved through being in conflict with other people, with other nations. And let me end this blog with this quotation from Mahatma Gandhi. Sabi ni Mahatma, your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny. Let us reflect on this and let us find a way to really bring change to the world, to our society, to reassessing our values. The values of what is good, what is beautiful, what is true. And perhaps if we can apply what Mahatma Gandhi and this Hindu guru, Sri Dhammananda, no? Sri Dham, ang hirap ng pangalan niya eh. Sri, hindi ko masabi-sabi ng bigla. Sri Dhammananda, no? Author of Why Worry Book. Siguro, isang magandang daigdig, lipunan, ang mangyayari sa ating bansa at sa daigdig. Okay, good night, and do watch this vlog and continue following me in this particular channel, just me, Amalia. Good night, bye-bye, God bless you all. God bless us all, kasama ko.